Because it's just like the vibe, and like
Yeah.
being in a city, like you're gonna be, it's gonna be just so wonderful.
Because you really are in a city.
I am.
You're in a city. It's a student city.
It's a student town, yeah. Well, this is like a bit further from the student life. Like if we go on the other side of the station, so like a 10-minute walk, you'll be in like a student town, and then 10 minutes that way is a student town. But here it's a bit quieter, which is nice.
This is quieter?
Supposedly. You'll see.
It's been too long since I've been in a real city. Oh, I'm so excited. Honestly, like, even when I was in New York, I was kind of disappointed.
Really?
Because, like, other than Times Square, I feel like Times Square is the only place that does feel like it looks kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, people are still, like, up and out, like, throughout, like, the streets are packed. Like, it really is just, like, Times Square that's like that. Like, I definitely walked through some, like, residential brownstones in New York.
Yeah.
I was like, this feels, like, not, like, what New York was sold to me as.
Yeah.
This is what I thought New York would be.
Oh.
Like, this is what, like, a real city is like.
Because people actually live here.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the city parts of New York, no one lives there. Like, you don't really see it.
Yeah.
I've never been, but I assume.
And also just, like, how integrated everything is, right? Like, every single place, like, every single first floor is a storefront.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, you don't see that, like, in SF, right? Like, if it's, like, residential, the whole building's residential. Or, like, a lot of the whole building's residential. Or, like, they're zoned. That's what it is. Like, you know how, like, in the States, like, it's, like, commercial zoning and, like, residential zoning?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because that's, like, not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, like, it's still, like, one of my fears is, like, I'm gonna like sleep first, and I was like, oh, is it gonna be loud? But it's not. Like, they built, this is a sturdy apartment.
30.
And it's, like, literally 10 seconds, I could walk out the door, and I'm, like, in the city, I'm in the life, like, oh, I can't wait for us to walk to home day. It's gonna be fun. We don't have to take a bus, but
Can we walk?
we can walk.
Can we walk?
Let's walk.
Oh, you're in your walking era. I'm so happy when the SoCal girl gets in the walking lifestyle.
It's great. I literally, 25 minutes is nothing for me now. I'm like, yeah, I like look on the maps and I'm like, I can take a bus and it takes 10 minutes. Or I can walk and it takes 25 minutes. And the walk is just so much more fun. Yeah.
You really like walking, smelling the flowers, smelling the gas fumes from the cars.
Oh, I love that.
I'm ready to make that turn before we both crash and burn. Cause that could be the death of us, baby.
Super safe. And like, if someone commits a crime, 98% of the time they're caught through CCTV. I learned that in orientation today.
It's
But
the CCTV is everywhere.
I feel like my heart is stuck in traffic. I'm under pressure cause I can't have you the way that I want. Let's just go back to the way it was.
How do you feel about like moving across the world?
yeah, I do get homesick, and I call my family often, and I call my friends often, but it's like, I think I'm just at a different point in my life. Maybe it's me getting older, maybe it's me experiencing this already, like living alone, moving from SoCal to Berkeley, but it's like great, like I feel fine. I feel like doing the study abroad was like the best decision, because I do feel like I have a support system ingrained in like my experience, and I can fall back on, because otherwise I wouldn't be talking to anyone, unless like I just went directly into work. But I feel like, I don't know, like with the language barrier, I feel like that would be even harder, like making friends at work. So this is a good experience for me to like have a support system where I'm like getting acclimated to the country and also like learning the language at the same time. So.
How's the language learning going?
I don't know anything. I only know how to say hi and thank you, because like there's like translating apps and pointing and most people, like, I would say like most people know very basic English, which is like, I obviously like it's my job to learn Korean, but it's really helpful.
Do they mistake you as a Korean?
I'd say actually, I don't think it's like they think I'm Korean, but I would say like 90% of the time they'll start talking to me in Korean first. Like they would just assume I know Korean. But I definitely don't think I look Korean. Like I definitely think I look Southeast Asian. So it's like I don't know. I don't think so. But they do talk to me in Korean. Like when I'm coming into stores, like they'll like ask me if I want a bag in Korean, or like people will come up to me and talk to me in Korean. And I'll
But
like,
you know that they're asking you if you want a bag.
yeah,
That's knowing the language.
but that's just like from like just like keep going. Like, I actually don't even know the word. One time I tried to ask a guy, "Oh, I'm sorry, can you repeat like what the word for bag is?" Because I wanted to learn, and he didn't. He just like told me to leave, and I was
Okay,
like,
but you understand it. Like I feel like that's part of the that's like the language learning experience, like the immersive language
True.
learning experience. Like understanding it first and then like being able to speak it. Like that's something you can figure out later.
True. Like social cues that like if they're scanning your stuff and they say something like that sounds like a question, it's like most likely they're asking you if you want a bag. So I'm always like, oh, Annie, like no. And
You
I'm-
also know no. You see so many language skills that you don't even know yourself.
I'm just fluent. That's what I'm gonna put on my resume. Fluent.
But she's trilingual.
Cool. Yeah, but I do want to like learn a lot. I definitely want to like come out of this experience knowing Korean, at least to like a basic level, you know. My dream is like being here, but like having you guys visit me.
Let's just go.